Welcome back to a talk show. I'm your host, Gabriel Donwalt Gingras II, Esquire. And in Westbrook High School, the lunch is double dog day, only the zestiest of hot doggies. And our first guest is Huckleberry Finn himself.
Oh!
You know, it's great to see you here on the show.
Nice to see you too, Gabe.
You know, I've been wanting you to come on the show for a really long time now.
Have you?
Yeah, ever since your book was released in the 1800s. Now it's 2019.
That's a long time.
You know, maybe if you answered my emails, okay?
What's an email?
Forgot that you were that old.
I'm pretty old.
All right, well, let's get right into it. Okay, what do you think your IQ is?
IQ? Wow, like a 6 or 7.
Do you know how much an IQ is out of?
No idea. But 6 or 7 is a pretty big number.
I mean, I believe it.
Yeah.
What's your highest level of education?
I've been in Sunday school.
Sunday school?
Sunday school. Yeah.
I heard that you've also went to school at least a few times.
Oh yeah, I can read, can write. Not so good, but I can do it.
Well, has any of your family members ever learned how to read or write?
All I got's my pap. He's drunk. All the time. Trying to steal my money. Disgusting.
All right, well, I mean, that does make sense. Didn't exactly answer my question, though.
No,
You're
we can't
fine.
read.
Okay, thank you. Well, that should be a huge feat in itself, anyway. Do you consider yourself smart, though?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
In what way?
I'm a smart man. Got that ingenuity. You know, the ingenuity. You know what that word means? Big word.
I do know what that means.
What it mean?
What it mean?
What it mean?
Okay.
What it mean, Gabe?
It's Gabriel Donwalt Gingras II.
What it mean,
Esquire.
Gabriel Donald Jinger for Esquire?
It's Donwalt, but okay. Anyway, so in the story that you appeared in, called The Adventures of Huckleberry Finn itself.
I did indeed appear in that book.
Well, it says in the story that you escaped your father. Can you explain how you did such a thing?
I took Pap's gun and walked into the forest to hunt for a wild pig. Soon I shot one and dragged it to the cabin. With an axe I cut a large hole in the front door and I dragged the pig into the cabin and cut its throat. Blood poured on the floor. Next I got a large bag and filled it with rocks. I dragged this heavy bag around the cabin floor, threw the dough across the ground outside while the cabin, and all the way out to the river. Threw the bag into the river and watched it disappear in the deep water. Anybody at these marks would think they was made by dragging a dead body at the ground. So, I faked my own death.
That's very smart of you to do.
Yeah.
Crazy though, right?
I don't know. Like
I
I
would
said,
say
I'm
so.
smart.
Are those kids?
Kid?
My lap is warm. I guess I'm the new host of the show.
Pull up your pants.
Shut up, anybody. Well, welcome back to the talk show. And Miss McKenna we trust. I am Joshua Zuby II, and this is sir. Please get off set.
It's my time to shine.
Sir.
It's my time to
Sir.
shine.
Sir.
Should I go?
Sir.
Just go.
Sir.
Sorry, guys. Gabriel Donwalt Gingras back.
Should I just go?
No,
No?
I gotta tell you right now that was really smart of you.
Yeah. That's like I said, I'm a smart boy.
Yeah, I mean, although you haven't exactly... I'm out of breath. Even though you haven't exactly, done a lot of school, thank you, Huck, for coming in. It was great to have you.
It's great to be here.
Don't you give me no your lip. You put on a considerable amount of frills this last time I've been here. I'll take you down a peg when I'm done with you. Heard you're educated too.
Wow. Second guest, we have Daddy Jimbo coming in.
How you doing?
I'm doing quite well, but I'm more honestly interested in how you're doing today.
Well, as you can see, I'm a little bit pale. I got a skin condition.
I'm sorry. Is it like a
Yeah.
Michael Jackson situation?
Shimona, if you catch my drift. Yeah.
All right, sounds good. What's your IQ, do you think?
Sheesh. Let's let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 500, somewhere in there.
I like it.
Yeah.
You have high expectations for yourself, don't you?
Yes, sir.
Well, that's good. What's your highest level of education, would you say?
Oh man, oh jeez. I mean, being an almost slave, it's hard to say because I never learned how to read nor write. So
Well, did any of your peers
they did.
teach you? What did they teach you?
did. They taught me how to read and write.
They did?
Yeah,
Was this during the story?
I hope so.
No.
What's your highest level of education?
Well, being a person of color, I never really got none educations, but well, it would be nice, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I definitely see how it would be nice in everyday life. But I also think that your peers definitely taught you things, didn't they?
Mm-hmm. Yes, sirree.
What would that be?
They taught me how to do household activities, seeing as though I was supposed to be a housekeeping slave myself. But indeed, they rescued me from that lifestyle. Huck Finn, my man. Well, I was gonna spend it, but I had a dream, and the dream told me to give it to a Negro named Balaam. Nothing ever came of it. I couldn't manage to collect that money no way. And Balaam, he couldn't. I ain't gonna let no money down. I see security. I'm bound to get your money back 100 times, the preacher says. If I could get the 10 cents back, I'd call it squat. And be glad we done chanced. See what I'm saying?
Wow, you know a lot about investing money, don't you? That's definitely a clever strategy. I'm very happy that you told me that. I'm gonna use it myself.
Well, actually, I wasted all my money that day. I'm addicted to gambling.
I'm addicted to meth.
The more you know. I really don't want to be here.
All right, well, if that's the case, you can go, Jim. Thank you for coming
Alrighty,
on.
thank you for having me on.
Wait. I got a question real quick.
Yes, sirree.
Is this stapled on?
Don't touch that. It's part of my personality.
You're a buffoon. Get out of here. Jim, everybody!
I have type 5 diabetes.
Wow. For our fourth guest, we have Miss Judith coming in.
How's it going?
Hello.
Somebody at the door.
Hello. Hello.
Hi.
We have a special guest.
Hi, Rachel.
How's it going?
All right,
All right,
goodbye.
Joe.
We're doing something.
We're
All right, so Miss Judith,
Yep.
first question I wanted to ask you.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think your IQ is?
What's that?
That's a straight up answer right there. What's your highest level of education?
3rd grade.
Do you consider yourself smart?
Yes, I do.
Of course you would. He's one of the stupid people.
What?
Huh? All right. So I wanted to ask you a question about that little kid named Huck. Do you remember him?
Yeah, I remember that boy. Mm-hmm.
I wanted to ask you a question about a stranger that came up at your house and you started teaching him about how to be a girl.
Oh, yeah, I don't remember that. You know what I told him? I told him, when you throw a rat or anything, hit yourself up a tiptoe and fetch your hand over your head, awkward as you can. Then you're gonna miss your rat by about 6 or 7 foot.
Okay. Well, how did you know that Huck wasn't even a girl when he came to your house?
Well, there was plenty of the signs, you see. First of all, he threaded the needle wrong. Now that's something you never do.
I know.
As a woman myself, I never threaded the needle wrong before.
Oh, trust me, girl. I'm there with you.
Girl power. You know what I'm talking about?
Yep.
All shout out to all the girls out there. Girl power.
I think you're going a little bit too far there, Pat.
Sorry about that. I tend to get a little excited.
It's okay. Carry on.
Oh, okay, sorry about that. I'm a little slow. As he pointed out, she forgot her name. So that's a pretty big tale right there. I'll tell you what.
What do you think her name would have been? Or his name? Her name?
Probably something stupid looking like himself. You know? Oh, something like Huck. That's a pretty stupid sounding name.
Yeah, I mean, I
Sounds
agree.
like it would make a really stupid book.
Sounds
too.
like he would be the only person in his family line to actually read a book.
Jesus. Oh no. Anyways, there was one more sign. There was a couple more, but I'm gonna give you one more example. Remember when I was talking about you gotta miss the rat when you throw something at it?
Oh, of course.
Well, this she individual hit the rat.
Oh my God, are you
Hit the rat
joking?
right there, right in front of me. I synced it with my own 2 eyes.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry you had to go through that pain.
Yep.
Listen, I can call you a therapist if you need it.
Anyways,
Well, thank you for coming on to the show.
absolutely.
It was great to have you as a guest.
Any
Miss
day.
Beautiful Judith, everybody.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right, sounds good.
No. Don't do it. Don't do it. Oh, no, you don't. I should even think about it, son. Ah! That actually hurt? Yeah, it hurt a lot. That's why I screamed.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah.
And our next guest is the Duke and the King, everybody.
Yeah. Woo.
Hello.
All right, amazing. How are you both?
I'm fine. How are you?
Yes.
Yes?
Yeah.
Cool.
Thank you. What's your IQ, both of you?
123.
123.
123.
423.
That's very good.
You always have to one-up me.
I mean, you know, you guys are pretty smart with your confidence men.
Yeah.
Indeed.
You guys do know that you're confidence men instead of kings and dukes.
I am a
right?
duke. I am the rightful Duke of Bridgewater. And here I am, forlorn, torn from my high estate, hunted of men, despised by the cold world, ragged, worn, heartbroken, and degraded to the companionship of felons on a raft during this freaking book. And you come and you doubt me? I am the Duke.
I'm sorry, Your Majesty or Your Highness.
Your Grace.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean for that to come off as rude.
Well, it was very rude. And you see before you in blue jeans and misery the wandering, exiled, trampled on, and suffering rightful King of France.
She's not wearing blue jeans.
I was, okay?
Yeah.
I was wearing blue jeans.
You know what?
I'm done with this.
Last minute costume changes.
Okay. Well, you know, it sounds like you don't exactly really like Huck and Jim.
No, I
right?
love them. They're great.
You just said that they're felons.
great.
Okay. What's your highest level of education?
Well, as a Duke, I should have been highly educated.
Why aren't you?
Did you just assume that she wasn't?
I didn't say anything about her level of education. I was just wondering what your highest level of education was.
I should have been highly educated.
Why weren't you?
I should have been.
What happened in your life to stop you from getting a higher education?
Many years ago, the Duke of Bridgewater ran away to this country, this disgusting country.
America.
Yes, America, this disgusting country.
twisted.
And he sold everything, and now he's poor, and now that's me. And I am poor. Although I'm still a duke.
Okay.
I would like to stress, I am still a duke, even if I am poor.
Okay. I'm sorry. I'm
You
sorry.
should be.
Well, in that case, you must consider yourself smart then.
Yes, definitely.
Alright, well, that's definitely seen here today. Well, let me just gather my notes for a second. Question for the king. Do you consider yourself violent at all?
Nah.
Not at all?
Nope.
Well, in the book, Hook did say, when the king and the duke got into the raft, the king shook me by the shoulders and shouted, "Trying to get away without us, were you? Are you tired of having us with you?"
I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, in the case of you do, seeing how it's under record, is this the effect of how you were raised as a child?
You know, probably, but I wouldn't say I'm violent.
Well, you know,
I'm assertive. I'm a king, you know,
well,
but I wouldn't say I'm violent.
you don't even use logic or words when you're angry. You just use violence.
I consider it more, you know, power.
Power? You know, this isn't exactly royal behavior, King.
And who are you to tell me about royal behavior?
Well, you know, I might not have the entitlement
Exactly.
of the king,
Exactly.
but I don't freak out like you do. When you almost strangled a child.
So,
That's
So?
That's a personal opinion.
If anything, you should have somebody else to do that for you.
That's a really good idea.
Yeah, I know.
That is a really good idea.
Alright,
I'll do it
That's what
as
they're
long as you
for.
pay me good enough.
it sounds good. You guys can go.
Thank you.
is this how you address your duke and your king?
Sir, I feel like they didn't treat you right.
I feel like he didn't treat me right!
Shut up. I'm sorry.
I should have been.
Do you need like help, man? I mean,
Afterwards, yeah.
do you want me to record it?
Yeah.
Yeah?
We'll email them the video of what they hurt me with, and
Yeah.
you know,
Use it as evidence?
we'll use it in court. Yeah.
Mm.
Do you want to record court as well?
Yeah, gladly.
All right. Thank you everybody for coming out to watch a talk show with your host Gabriel McDonald.
You think you're better than your father, don't you? Because he can't.
Marker.
I'll take it out of you. I told you.
Shut up!
With such foolishness, eh? I told you you could. Hey, it's mine.
Okay, we're good. Are we done? Can we go home, please?
Yeah, I'm getting really sick of this